What is my differentiation? The customers used to buy from me. That's my differentiation. He doesn't want to change, so I don't want to change. We're all happy.
Well, customers used to buy. They're not buying anymore.
And the olden days they skipped and buying. Now they don't buy. What's my business model? Time and material, fixed price, licenses, licensing plus royalties, only royalties, AMCs. Simple model. What's your distribution channel? No, not relevant as a question. That's my customer's problem. I put my software as phone, he takes it and distributes. Who cares? Now the guy got OB store, what? Something on here, only 3, 4 things here. Difficult, very complex. What's my sustainable competitive advantage? Follow my customer. Whatever he does, you do. He'll stay with us. Right? Simple world, right? This world has changed, guys, because the answers to this are not as easy anymore. Therefore, finally, I thought I'll leave you some thoughts. Some things that I want you to keep in focus, because, you know, have any of you heard Winston Churchill? Heard of Winston Churchill? All of you? Now, Winston Churchill once said, the longer you spend looking back, the further you can see into the future. We've heard it in different versions and varieties. People who refuse to respect history are condemned to repeat it. There are a lot of things. So guys, please remember, this is not the first revolution in man's history. Mobile app, oh man, this is the first great thing that's happened since Adam and Eve. No. If you look at the top 10 inventions that changed the history of mankind, they start all the way from the wheel, to the fire, the internal combustion engine, to the printing press. Oh, there have been serious ones that have disrupted society like crazy. And how many of you have bothered to think that when the wheel was invented and the pharaohs were building the pyramids in Egypt, there must have been union problems? Hey guys, what do you think? You think so? You think it's funny? It's not funny. I mean, it sounds funny, but it's not funny. Because all the guys must have actually rebelled and said, man, there's going to be layoffs. Wheel is coming. The slaves must have gone out of fashion. Think about it. Anyway, by the way, read a book. There's a book written on it. It's called Selling the Wheel. Read it. It's interesting. You know, when fire came, there must have been huge problems. When the internal combustion engine came, there was a huge problem. In fact, what? One of Ford's friends went to the governor of the Bank of England and asked his advice. There's a stupid company called Ford, which is asking me to invest in the company. Should I put money in this company? And the governor of the Bank of England is supposed to have said, motor cars are a passing craze. Horses are here to stay. Tom Olson was a visionary running digital, and when his team went and told him we need to get into home computing, he said, what do people do with PCs at home? A stupid guy, he said, now we can sell it. Yeah. So I want to keep a few lessons in mind. These are what I believe are natural laws. They've been tested by time. There's wisdom in it. And as you guys go through your cycle of trying to be successful in your business, keep this in mind. Number one, recognizing a trend is somewhat easier than learning how to profit from it. Remember this. Just because you recognize the trend doesn't mean you're going to make money out of it. Number two, in the past, most of the money has come from big trends were made indirectly. When the railroad was introduced in the United States, it's not the railroad company that made money. The company that made the most money was, what's the name of the guy? What steel was that? That wasn't Bethlehem, it was another steel company. Because they supplied the steel to make the rails. The company that became most successful was Standard Oil, because it was the first time it could take the oil from the Midwest and ship it on rails to the East Coast and ship it to Europe. And they expanded the market. When the internet boom came, the guy who made the internet did not make the money. The guy who made the money was the Amazon.coms, right? Please remember, in the past, most money from big trends have come from people who have leveraged it indirectly. Number three, Always, 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 history has followed the cycle. Technology is first, invention is second, needs is last. You can never recognize how the customer is going to use it before you make that invention. You can guess. You can have one idea on how they would use it. The guy who invented the mobile phone had an idea how it would be used. He had no clue that there would be a Momo conference over here, right? So which phase are we in? We're probably in the phase where technologies have been created, we're in the process of making inventions. So it's time to believe you don't understand the end use cases very clearly. It's natural. But as long as you keep your eyes open and stay close to your customer, you will. Number 4. I mean, how many of you knew it? Which is the company that came out into the market with the first commercial digital camera? Can anyone tell me this? Pardon? Canon. Good question. Good answer. Yeah? No? 1992, Apple. Apple. What was the name of the damn product? The name of the product was Apple something 100. I don't know what the name is. Check the internet, you'll know it. 1992. Which is the first company that came out with a commercial PC with graphical user interface? It was a company called Xerox Star. Xerox Star. That's the name of the company, guys. If there's something worse than a bad idea, it's a good idea ahead of its time. Remember that in your mind. So next time you get up in the middle of the night and start jumping like this guy Archimedes, hopefully with some clothes on as a difference, right? And say, what a brilliant idea you have. By all means, revel in it, by all means celebrate it, but ask yourself, is the market ready for that idea? Timing is everything. Please remember, complexity is compelling, simplicity is power. The best example I can give you is Yahoo as a search versus Google as a search. People love to download Google. You know why? It downloads, the web page downloads fast, even on bad connections. Why? Pardon? Pardon? No, I understand. Why does it load faster? Cash. See, all the technology answers. I heard one answer from a clever person over here. Simple. There's nothing on it. There's nothing on it except Google and something else. Google in China, Google in Tibet, something like that will be there. Other than that, there's nothing else. Look at Yahoo. He loads his whole history of his company and his grandfather and his brother. As technology guys, we've been driven to revel in complexity. Look at everybody that have actually created revolution in industry. There are people who hit upon the simplest idea. Let's start with MediaTek. How many of you know this company, MediaTek? You know MediaTek? Well, you better know MediaTek, because they're the guys who single-handedly destroyed Texas Instruments, in my opinion, and Infineon, for your opinion. Because the whole damn world was saying, oh man, how do I cram the software in? How do I get MP3 to play? Use case, simple, phone call comes, MP3 play, it should be put to a stop. Phone call finishes, MP3 should play. Man, how do I do it with 51 MIPS on the ARM processor? 39 MIPS is my weak loading. Okay guys, get the best WizKids and big back the software. Put it and shake it, hammer it down. Create buffers, wave states, all kinds of jokes. Then there's a company called MediaTek that came around with stupid hopes. I'm going to take MP3 and put it in hardware. And the rest, as they say, is history, right? And there were these extraordinary great companies, Motorola and its brothers, whole bunch of them. Platforms, you know, we need operating systems. 2-core, 3-core, 5-core. As many cores as you want. And then there's a guy called Steve Jobs who said, you know what? Forget all of that bugger, design the damn phone top down. Forget about bottom up. Their companies, while the rest of the world was saying, let's bring internet into the phone, this guy said, let's take the mobile phone into the internet, right? That's all he did. Yes? Yes. Complexity is compelling. But simplicity is power. Whether it be in technology, whether it be in life, whether it be in anything. That is the truth. Finally, guys,